What's up, everybody? It's your boy, it's Ellie. Welcome back to another take here with Esports with Elrod. And North America was back in the spotlight with the HCS Anaheim event going down with the best teams and the best players going at it. If you watched it, then you already know that Cloud9 reigned supreme. They continue to show their dominance, winning their second Halo Infinite LAN event. This is actually their third LAN event in a row. If you didn't know, the last LAN event, the championship for Halo 5, Cloud9 came out and dominated. When I say dominated, they had to play Optic in the pool play, and they beat them 3-0. The only game that I can remember that Cloud9 was actually taken to a Game 5, where they almost potentially lost, was against Fanatics, who, if you didn't know, I don't want to say I was talking some crap about them, but I just didn't think that they had the players, the capacity, the backing to really even put up a fight and get out and beat some of the amateur teams. But you have to, hats off, that's super typical that Fanatics was able to take them to a Game 5. And we all know Formal, who is potentially probably the best player in Halo Infinite, or at least we're going to say hands down top 5 players all in Halo Infinite who's not currently on a team. Rynoob on E United almost was out because he tested positive for COVID earlier in that week and then was cleared to go and actually compete. So unfortunately, Formal was not able to come out and play with E United. Formal already stated that he probably wasn't going to go and that it was a shot in the dark, that it might not actually happen. And we're going to have to see in these top 8, some changes have to be made to these teams so that they could take down Cloud9, because no pro team is shooting for second place. Everyone wants to win and take down that #1 spot. And as of right now, there is a big gap between first and second. It's really second through 8th is kind of a toss-up. You're going to see some teams that can be easily switched around, but that first place seed that goes to Cloud9, that's going to be a whole different beast to take. So starting at the bottom, we have XSET. They took 8th place. They had Kratos, who said that he was one of the best players to ever play Halo. Actually, I think he said he was the best player to play in Halo because he's top 10. If you don't know, Kratos is probably easily the most hated on guy in Halo Infinite. It's because of the shit that he says like this.
You know, I think everything's kind of weird when you're like in this sort of competition where it's, you know, winner takes all. Like, why am I telling you good luck? Like, why am I wishing you the best? It's like, no, I don't. No, it's just me and my team, always.
Win 3-1.
I'm top 10 in every category. No other player can say that. There's really good players better than me at certain things, but when you put it all together, I think I'm just simply the best player to have ever played.
Granted, I kind of love it because I like some shit talking, but when it comes from this guy, for some reason, it just makes my blood boil. Then we have number 7, FaZe, which if you saw my breakdown video, I said that they were going to win the whole thing because they were looking so good, and they got 7th. And it seems that their kryptonite is E United, because if you don't remember, at the first event in Raleigh, E United beat FaZe to go into the grand finals, and Spartan stood up and gave FaZe Clan a piece of his mind.
And they just need a flying charge out, and there goes King Nick securing that 50th kill. And Spartan saying, really good game. My team played good. Yours did as well. I'm happy we played this match together. Have a good day.
That's one way to interpret it. Or, you know, he's letting them know that they gave them the business on Aquarius. E United move on to the grand finals here at HCS Raleigh, and they get the rematch against Cloud9.
I have to also add this. I was watching Formal. I was on his stream on Twitch watching the grand finals, and he was hanging out with FaZe Bound. It would not surprise me to see somebody like Fallicated or Boo Boo Doo be replaced by Formal. Both those guys are incredible, but Formal is a skill and a gun that you have to have on the team, and I think players and organizations are starting to see that you're letting this guy, who is truly an X Factor, sit on the sideline. And Bound and Formal were cracking up, watching the games, even playing some games together. And if we're going to really dig back, Formal was actually on FaZe temporarily for a week until they got sniped down. But moving on with this, G2 Esports actually took 5th. I have to apologize. Just like Fanatics, I said that, you know, I didn't see much life out of that team. And well, this weekend, they pumped a lot of life into it. And G2 Esports, you had a typical performance. You guys got top 6.
Eagle team halfway to victory.
I can't believe I skipped the 6th place team, which is KCP, which has been getting a lot of love from guys like Formal and from Maniac and even from Shotzi, because they just go at you. They are so much fun to watch, because whenever you see KCP, it is just them flying at the competition. It doesn't matter who they play, whether it be Cloud9, Optic, E United, Sentinels, they just go at them.
Rain,
nah, like
not really, but like,
KCP is the aggressive team.
They're the most aggressive.
KCP is the most
I
aggressive.
can just tell, like,
yeah.
Even
just fly.
even not even playing them, like Halo 5, they did the same thing.
Dude, they play like it's their last game of matchmaking at like 4 a.m. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, I'm about to get off anyways. Fuck it. They just run at the ball, like type shit. Like, but they're all doing it, and it forces you to do it back because you're like, if you
it's
don't,
actually
it's like
dude, that's
they
so
played a crazy
crazy
pace. Yeah.
The fourth place team was Sentinels with their man who was fresh out of prison, Royal 2. And Royal 2 put up some amazing performances throughout the entirety of the week, and it is no wonder why the Sentinels roster was so happy to get him back on the team, because he is just so clutch and so consistent. The man never dies and is always cleaning up kills.
Sentinels in this shape. He does get frustrated. He pushes out front rocks trying to get a kill on the Royal 2, and it's just good shots from Royal 2 that take him down. And unfortunately, it's just so difficult when you don't have angles, when your teammates are coming off respawn. What do you do on a map like Bazaar Slayer? Unfortunately, FaZe not having the answer just yet.
Dynamo grenades in the hands of Royal 2. He got lots of information that were players in tree. If he throws another one towards Bar, he'll get even more info, and they can just watch these angles. Instead, he's going to help a teammate.
However, fourth place is not where Sentinels wants to be. You have some of the best players who ever play Halo, like Royal 2, like Lethal, like Snakebite, and even Frosty. I have to say, Frosty's probably my favorite guy on that team just because he plays with so much swag. But top 4 is not where they want. That team is put together to win, to get first place, and they totally can. That's why these top 4 are so tight. All of these next 4 teams, really next 3 teams after Sentinels, could win the event. Now, third place is E United. E United came in with a guy who was sick, fighting off COVID. You had Rynoob, and they all played great. And Rynoob is one that I actually like to watch because he plays some other games like StarCraft, some really, I don't want to say nerdy games, but some nerdy games. And he's able to bring that intellect, that knowledge into Halo. And you could see when you watch him play that he just plays the game in a very, very different way. And they also have personalities like Spartan and Nick on that team who I enjoy. I like Spartan's like animosity. He's not afraid to get up and shit talk some people. I love it because the man can back it up. What I don't want to see, sorry to call you out, Kratos. Actually, I'm not sorry to call you out. I don't like when people crap talk and then can't back it up, because then to me you're just ignorant. But if you're somebody like Spartan who can actually crap talk and then come out and prove it, woo, I love that. And then number 2. Number 2 was Optic Gaming. Optic Gaming had a fantastic run coming out through the elimination rounds to come in and fight for first place in the grand finals. When I was watching Formal stream breaking down the elimination finals, which was against E United and Optic, you could see that in Formal's awards, E United broke Pistola. He went like 0-4, 0-7, and wasn't even getting a single kill in some of these games. And I like Pistola. I like Justin. I think he's a great dude. I think he's very smart and brings a lot to the game and a lot to the team. And I don't want to say this, but right now he is Optic Gaming's biggest, weakest link. I never saw him come back to life in that Cloud9 game. There is a lot of questions surrounding the Optic Gaming Halo Infinite team, because that roster should be winning events. They should be 3-0ing teams. They should be 3-0ing E United. They should have the potential to 3-1, 3-2 Cloud9, but they are not. They are not getting it done, and there's a lot of questions. Is Lucid kill whoring? Is Pistola not doing enough to bring it up to the table? Is Trippy and APG, are they just not the right people or the right fit? Granted, I really like Optic. I don't want to see anybody get dropped because I like each individual player, but right now we're in competition, and we're out here to win. And you have to look at the biggest, weakest link, which right now is unfortunately Pistola, one of my favorite players in Halo Infinite. And honestly, in all of Halo history. He's been around for a hot minute. And we all know Formal wants to stay in Optic Gaming. He is Optic for life. And he's already made the announcement of retirement from Call of Duty and could have left, but he chose to stay with Optic and come in as a content creator. And he's already vocalized on the Halo pre-show and on his streams that he would love to play for the Optic Gaming team. So it just makes me wonder, where is Formal going to go? Because we know it's not going to be Cloud9. Cloud9 does not have to change up their roster at all. If I'm going to put predictions out there, I see 2 teams. I see Optic Gaming, and as a catch, I also see FaZe. I could see something working out where they drop Vallicated or Boo Boo Doo and replace it with Formal. I could also see Optic Gaming dropping Pistola or APG to put in Formal. I just don't see the duo of Trippy and Lucid breaking apart. Those guys play too well together. And Trippy, even though he doesn't get the most crazy stats, he is, in my eyes, one of the most consistent players on Optic Gaming because he does the dirty work, he gets the kills, and he cleans up the kills, and is great at communicating. So I'm going to leave it with this. This was a fun video to make. This is recapping the Halo Anaheim event, and I cannot wait for the next one. And until then, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Oh yeah, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It really does help me out, and I want to see this channel get monetized. If you really like Halo content, and I haven't seen anyone else do a breakdown video, so if you like the competitive Halo scene, please, please, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to stay involved in the Halo scene, as well as give updates like the future, some leaked maps that are coming out, you know, some other things. So just turn that notification on so you don't miss a video. That said, I'll actually see you guys on the next one now. Peace.